2022 CR 8646, State of Texas versus Jasmine Ibar. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state.
Defense?
Doug Campbell from Mr. Bar.
Are you Jasmine Ibar? I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Jasmine Ursula Ibar who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8646 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on November 1st, 2022 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jasmine Ursula Ibarra, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and February of 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, state will withdraw the violations.
Any objections? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility? Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
Judge, there is, it's extend the supervision 1 year and to complete a jail tap. Probation is recommending either SATIF followed by aftercare or SAGE followed by aftercare. So just follow the recommendation as to which one.
All right.
And Judge, my client, I don't know if it's too late, but she sure would like to be evaluated for drug court.
Okay. All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record. State your name for the record.
Jasmine Ibarra.
All right. Have you done anything on probation, parenting classes, any of that?
No, but I was thinking about drug court because I do want the help on the.
No, I want you to listen to my questions. Have you done any of the parenting classes?
I've done parenting classes before in Saturday, but not
No.
recent, nothing recent.
While you've been on probation?
Oh,
So what have you done since you've been on probation?
I only went to one probation meeting, so nothing, just one probation meeting and one drug test. That's
All
all I
right.
need.
So what's your issue?
I obviously do have a drug problem.
And what is your drug of choice or
Marijuana-
choices?
Marijuana.
Oh, no,
and
we're not.
methamphetamines.
Yeah, people always lead with the marijuana. We're not just here for marijuana.
I'm here for marijuana and methamphetamines.
Judge, can I have 1 moment?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
methamphetamines and marijuana.
And how often are you using these drugs?
I do it often,
What does often mean?
every day.
Okay. Do you have any violent criminal history?
No,
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court will extend you 2 years. There's going to be an updated TAP in custody, a referral to felony drug court. If she's not accepted by felony drug court, then it's going to be safety. So you need to be honest with felony drug court. It's a good program, but they have a limited space because they don't have all the funds they need or all the funds they should have. But if you really want the help, they'll give it to you. If you don't want help, don't take the spot away from somebody else who wants it and is going to work the program. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So what is up with all the tattoos?
So I do graffiti art,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna lie, my dad's covered up in tattoos. I just like the artwork.
No, and here's the thing. I don't have any objection to people having tattoos. I always just find it interesting. And I'm wondering what's the story behind the tattoos that you received?
There's a lot of stories.
Is there a tattoo that you regret? Is there a tattoo
Yes.
that's super
Yes.
painful?
Well, this one I recently just got. This one was very painful.
Okay, what does that say?
It says Wicked. It's my old name. They used to always call me that. And the one that I really regret is this one on my arms.
Mhm.
All these little knickknack ones. I regret my knuckles and my hands, that's for sure.
Were those painful?
No, honestly, the worst one that hurt the most, believe it or not, is the one inside my arms and the one on my neck. Those are the only painful ones. I have my legs done too.
And was it when you were getting it done and it was too painful, did you ever, well, obviously you didn't, but did you ever think of stopping?
Are you gonna get a tattoo?
No, of course not. I don't like pain.
No, like.
I didn't get my ears pierced until I was 16.
She might be an artist.
All right. And then the
piercing is
Yes.
permanent. So when I was in prison 2 years ago, I got in a fight and one of the girls headbutted me. And they busted the inside of my lips, so my skin grew over it. So now I had to surgically get it removed. And I've been trying to get it out, like I've been trying to push it through my skin to take it out.
you
But
mean push it from the top to
from
the
like
inside?
the inside, yeah, like this, because like it's in
Wow.
the skin. But that needs to be surgically removed.
All right. And so what did you go to prison for?
For, I think it was for 1 to 4 grams
Okay.
of methamphetamine. I completed the whole parole. I had just gotten off last year, August 29th, off of parole and it was hospice. I did 3 months for that, less than a gram.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
2.5
if you are in felony drug court, they'll probably be able to get you with someone who can remove that.
Yeah, because
Yes.
I've been needing to get it removed.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you. Make sure you tell them what your issues are.
Okay.
I know that sometimes people are ashamed of certain things,
Yeah.
but I always tell people where you are now in life is hopefully not where you're going to end up. So if you take a chance on the chances and opportunities that are given to you, you'll be able to help somebody to say, hey, this is where I was. I was before a judge and I was telling her about my wicked tattoo and my piercing that is now permanently in my above my lip. So it's completely up to you. In this court, to be successful on probation, you need to stay in communication with your probation officer. If there's an issue you have, let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can come to court. If you are accepted into felony drug court, and I'm sure your attorney will call the coordinator over there and say, please accept my client, they are going to be in charge of supervising you. So I'll only see you if you get sent back here because you were unsuccessful, or if you're asking me to show up to your graduation. And what I can tell you, I go to every graduation.
There's graduation for that?
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Well, have a great rest of your day, and probation will go over conditions with you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. 2020 CR 8725, State of Texas versus Adolf Lopez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
Jimmy Callahan for the defense, sorry.
Are you Adolf Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Adolf Lopez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 8725 for the offense of retaliation on January 26, 2022 for a period of 3 years? Is that you? I'm sorry. All right. We're off the record for a moment. What happened to your eye?
Small fight.
I'm sorry, what?
Small fight.
All right.
Inmates went crazy. Basically,
Do you need any help at the jail
just
with regards to this fight?
get away from.
I'm sorry, can you come forward and speak up?
To get away, maybe, shit, I don't know. Yet, no.
All right, counsel, if there's any issues that the court needs to address with this injury he has from a fight at the jail, just let the court know.
It's a mental health issue, though.
Okay. All right, do you think he's competent?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, violated condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Adolf Lopez did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of February and March 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, but, if you don't mind me asking, when I was on probation, they gave me a hard time where I wouldn't,
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do.
complete.
Mr. Lopez, what I need you to do, one, listen to me very carefully, okay? So I need you to answer whether it's true or not true. Then once you do that, then if there's an explanation that you want to give me, then I will listen to whatever explanation you wish to give me, okay? You understand?
True.
All right. So to violation of condition number 4, do you plead true or not true?
Number 4,
Yes.
this one. Oh, it's true. 2 times yes. Yes.
All right. State.
Your Honor, state waives the rest of the violations.
Any objection to the waiver?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lopez, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison? It's not saying that I will, but do you understand that I could?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, knowing that I could do that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
There's no agreement, but probation has a recommendation, and we'd ask the court to follow that recommendation to amend the conditions for state, ISF, substance abuse treatment, and cognitive treatment track. Both of those tracks, Your Honor, followed by ISP supervision with a 12-month extension, Judge.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
A reinstatement, Your Honor, with intensive supervision. May I amplify his true answer with an explanation?
Yes.
He had difficulty relating to probation officer, and they had a difficult time. She wanted him to come to her. He wanted her to come to him. He tried to get the bus over to her, but he couldn't find a way over. He did try twice. They marked it down as unsuccessful, not reporting. There's not malicious effort here on his part. I think there's modicum of good faith there. I'd ask that you reinstate this probation and intensify mental health supervision.
All right, so, Mr. Lopez, there's something you have to realize about probation, and you need to let me know whether or not you're able to do it or not, because maybe you shouldn't be on probation. Probation is not going to come and see you monthly at your house. Sometimes you have to come in to see them. Right, so do you live by yourself or do you live with someone?
Someone.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record. Okay, I'm asking you to state your name for the record so the court reporter can put it in the record, so.
Loud enough so she can hear you.
My name is Adolf Lopez.
All right, so who do you stay with?
My father and my dad.
So is your father able to drive you to appointments or no?
You know, I before I came here, I was trying to get a job, so I know that if I get
Can your father take you?
no, bus, I take bus.
All right, have you ever had any mental health diagnosis? Defense, do you believe there are any mental health issues? Or cognitive issues?
Well,
Because I'm trying to figure out, one, I'm going to deny the motion. Both parties agree that the motion could be denied, should be denied. And I see that there is certain issues from speaking to him. And so I'm trying to figure out, is state ISF cognitive really the place? Or if it should be somewhere else? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know the answer to that question, but his expression indicates mental health issue, Your Honor, or a cognitive issue. You're happy to label it.
All right. Yes, because I see where I'd ordered that he be evaluated for MEC. So,
He was evaluated for DDRF and NIC. He did not meet the criteria for DDRF. He has been placed on the NIC caseload. So the caseload, the officer that he's been reporting to is a specialized officer. to help with mental health.
So his not reporting, does that officer believe it's a mental health issue? Or is it a substance abuse issue?
Give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Now, what I just presented this part was completed in 2021.
All right, from reading this, I don't think, and counsel, have you seen the DDRF mixed screening?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if both the state and the defense want to look at that, based upon my reviewing of that, I don't think it's an issue, it's a cognitive issue. And when I say cognitive issue, I just don't think sending him to state ISF cognitive is what's going to solve the problem. Does either counsels disagree with that?
I do not I disagree with that.
All right, so we have him being evaluated for MIC. Now, the next question is there a drug issue? Probation, is there any reason that you would suspect that there's a drug issue?
None of the last way that we have on file was October 2022. It rendered negative results. There were a few failure to submit before that. There was only one positive urinalysis for opioids on 4/7/2022. However, there were several negatives after that.
Okay. All right. Could I see? Thank you. All right. This is what the court is going to do. I'm sorry, one other question, probation. Did they ever do a field visit on him or no?
There were field visits, Your Honor, and we could not get to, we couldn't make contact.
All right. So, Mr. Lopez, here's the thing. I understand when people have certain issues, but you're on probation. If you violate these conditions, what's going to end up happening is you're looking at 10 years in the prison. I don't think there's an issue of you not understanding. I don't think there's an issue that requires state ISF cognitive track. And I don't think we have enough of a baseline to determine that you need state ISF drug treatment. So is there anyone who disagrees with me on that? If anyone disagrees with me on that, I'm willing to hear argument. Okay. So probation, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to deny the motion. I want him to go back to MIC. Do you think if we did a reevaluation of MIOF that it would be any different?
Your Honor, I would recommend that you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
To the, when the evaluation.
All right. So we're going to do MIC. He's going to continue on the MIC caseload. We're going to do a MIOF evaluation. That's going to be in custody. And I saw where they allowed him for COVID, they allowed him to do video conferencing. So that tells me that he's able to do Zoom. Mr. Lopez, are you able to do Zoom? All right, so we're just going to have him report by Zoom. And then probation, if probation can do random field visits at least once every 3 months, just so that we can make sure that everything is okay. And do the random UAs. And anytime there's a random UA, if you all want that to be an in-office appointment, probation, it can be an in-office appointment. So that'll cover his reporting plus the UA. Is there anything else that he needs probation? I had previously ordered for him to go to Center for Healthcare Services. Did you do that?
Uh,
That's either yes or no. Do you not remember?
I went, and after that, I had trouble, like I said, with the probation officer, reporting her. And I was gonna ask, is there a way they could give me a different probation officer that's gonna cooperate with my probation
Well, here's the thing.
so I could finish?
Well, here's the thing. As my grandmother would always say, nobody's here to be friends. You don't have to be friends. It's great if people can be friends, but everybody's here to do a job. That's it. Put a smile on your face, let everybody do their job. And guess what? If you go in to report to that probation officer, whether she likes you or he likes you, doesn't matter. You came, you report it, whether you like them or not, you came, you report it. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Or as I always tell my brother, it's never the job, it's always the people. So just put a smile on your face and report. And who knows, she may ask that you be placed on a different load, a caseload. And because of the conditions that I'm adding, you may end up being placed on a different caseload anyway. But the reason why I can't accommodate you is because we have a limited number of probation officers. Okay? Is there anything else you need from the court?
You know, I just wanted to say, they don't mind me asking, saying,
I'm sorry, what?
if you don't mind me, if you don't mind me asking, on the probation, where when I came out there was a Tylenol.
Okay.
Opiate Tylenol.
All right, they're going to test you. So you should be negative when you get out of the jail. So they're going to test you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Please subscribe to help the channel.